Mate, you all right?
I know. You got a smile in there. Go on, you got one. There it is.
Yeah,
It's come out.
smile, yeah.
Look, we've come here. We haven't lost, which is the main thing. But to be truly honest, I mean, we didn't exactly bash the door down looking to score today. We lacked creativity. We defended well and we kept Wolves at bay, which is a positive. That is good. But it just didn't click today, did it?
Yeah, I agree. I think the first half we looked all right in spells,
Comfortable.
but the amount of times there was crosses in the box and there was literally no one there. Everyone was at the edge of the box. I don't know what's wrong with our strikers. I mean, Greenwood I thought played really well, but it was coming off out of the box, short sort of passing. But it's just like James is I like him for what he is, but he's one-dimensional. And unfortunately, if it's just road runner football, knock it in, kick it and run. It's
a lot of people have been saying that to me in the last couple of weeks, sort of saying that if it's not a game where there's a lot of space in behind, then maybe he's not the best player to use for that type of game. I sense that you're kind of going along.
I agree, but I think the problem we've got is this. I say style loosely. It's not even style, is it? Because no elite team across Europe would play our style. It's not style. It's rubbish. It's just launch it and run into space. It's amateurish, if we're honest, really. I mean, we was all right today. Brandon Williams, I thought played really well. I thought Chong did all right in terms of grafting on the ball. I personally think he's alone because he, like Abraham and Mount at Chelsea, he's got to have some game time. You can see he's a kid who's just playing like he's playing in the playground, and this is elite football.
That brings us on to the next question. What did you make of us tactically in terms of the way we set up? Yes, Solskjaer had to make a lot of changes today. We know that. That's fine. We're not gonna get angry at that. But what did you make in terms of the way we played and how we moved the ball today?
It was all right. I mean, I expected us to be getting rolled over, to be fair, because I think we made more changes than they did. Yeah. It was all right. That's about it, really. I mean, what really frustrated me was I see Chong was getting done towards the second half, and they were overloading with Vinagre constantly on his own. So he brings in the lot, and then literally we're just so defensive.
It took me ages to work out that we actually went to a 5 as well.
All we're doing is we're so defensive. We're just saying attack us, attack us, attack us.
We'll see this out.
We kept the clean sheet, but we got away with it so many times. I mean, the one that was offside or handball or whatever, I don't think even handballed it. We got away with it. Hit the post. There was so much kamikaze, like basic schoolboy defending. It's just. The thing that frustrates me is that some of these things are basics. You've got Ashley Young been at the World Cup. You've got Maguire who's going to be this super defender. I think he's average personally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll speak about him. What do you think since he's come
I didn't want him from day one. I said to all my mates, I don't want him.
Why not?
He's not as good as people think he is. He's better than the players we've got. But that don't mean it's great still. Do you know what I mean? It's a slight upgrade. As a defender, Smalling for me is actually a better defender, but Smalling can't play football. He can't kick the ball. He can't pass. Whereas Maguire runs out from it, so he's more elegant on the eye. But as a defender,
you don't see that much of an upgrade.
But he's like a 19-year-old. If it's like Tuanzebe, you think, you know what, he's young, he's immature, he's naive, he might be whatever. Maguire's played loads of football for all these years, and there's so many times when the man's behind him, he doesn't switch on. Basic stuff. We brought him here to lead. He somehow got the armband, and this is my problem, that we're rewarding mediocrity. Pereira's done nothing in his whole career, 5-year contract. Lingard's done nothing. He'll get a new contract because, no offence to Lingard. Of course, he's had problems with his family and everything that's just gone in sad. But the thing is, mate, I've got things going on. You've got things going on. We just deal with it. He'll get a new contract on the back of it. And that's not how football should be run. We should be ruthless. How big clubs. We're not acting like a big club. It's a small club mentality. And all this stuff, like, again, there's nothing about Ollie. I want Ollie to work because there's nothing more than winning the Premier League with an ex-Man United player.
That'd be fantastic. We all want that to happen,
yeah. I want that more than anything. But me as a fan, he's got to show me something. At the moment, he's not showing me nothing whatsoever. Because I'm watching it, I'm Ollie out. I've been Ollie out for ages. Because I think it's stuff like that. You go, do you know what, this team, oh yeah, the players are rubbish. Yeah, Lingard's rubbish, Shaw's rubbish. The guy that needs to sort his life out, Pereira's rubbish. We've got a rubbish squad.
Why does that not mean that he's working with players that aren't up to the level then?
I get that. But then look at Nuno, right? Adama Traore last year, he is Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, straight athlete.
For me, he's a bodybuilder, an absolute dog shit footballer. Yeah. He looks brilliant. Look at him now. He looks superb. It's because he's coached. And look at Chris Wilder. Chris Wilder, that Sheffield United team is poor in terms of ability, natural ability. They got some bang average footballers, but some of them are like Lise Moussa is looking like a superb player now. And it's because they're coached, it's because they're told exactly what to do.
Is it something, you know, Ollie's a new coach at this level. Is it something that he can learn as he goes along? You know, people say he's learned on the job in his time. Can he learn that?
He can learn, but he's got to do it as well, though. You can't be making subs after 70 minutes. Like Sheffield United, we were poor for 70 minutes. We scored 3 goals in 10 minutes or whatever it was. Everyone's going, Ollie. We were rubbish for 70 minutes. Against Sheffield United, no offence to them, but you mean they're rubbish at the end of the day. They are. They're an average team, and we're just struggling against them. You can't learn on the job. This is Manchester United. We're not Macclesfield. You can't learn on the job. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm Ollie out, right? Glazers are the biggest problem, as we all know that. There's milk in this cash cow dry. Literally, there's nothing left. Woodward's another problem. But Ollie, when he says the right player, all I need is the right player, it's got to be the right person. I get that. There's 50, 60, 70 players out there that would walk into this team with a good mentality that you can buy 20, like Hakeem Ziyech, 25 million release clause. He's better than everyone there. But what? Because he's not British, he doesn't fit Brexit FC. It's nonsense, absolute nonsense. And I think it's all good saying, oh yeah, you know what, rebuild this, rebuild that. The proof's in the pudding, mate. If in January we sign nobody, and then summer we sign 3 players, it's shit.
What sort of shape will we be in if we don't strengthen? Because that's what I was going to finish off on. What do we need to do this January?
We need to do loads. People say it's not FIFA. Atletico Madrid signed like 8, 9 players in the summer. It's easy. You can go out now with Manchester United. We're richer than anyone. It's not about just saying, oh, you're scrimping and saving the right player at the right price. You go out to Spurs tomorrow and say, look, over the odds, 60 million Ericsson. They're not going to say no. Bang, you got one in straight away. 70 million Grealish on these inflated prices. But what I'm saying is it's easy. Madison, all right, 120. He's not worth that. I'm not saying we should pay that, but you could do it. People say, oh, we spend too much money. It's our money. Why shouldn't we? We don't spend enough. The percentage of income it's nothing. Absolutely not. It's less than what it was 20 years ago. We don't spend enough money.
Listen, thanks for talking to us.
Do you know what I mean? Take care.
Safe travels. Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos. And if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.